nobody knows you make a mistake until you say it. But I made a mistake yesterday, and you'd never know because you didn't get to see it. Half of my mountain biking ride was omitted, and it was actually the best part, like the most exciting things that we did yesterday, because I made the mistake of setting my camera to time lapse. You can't show mountain biking time lapse. There were parts that I went down at 25, 30 miles an hour. All you saw was just the beginning of a hill and then the end of it. It was too quick. So not a good idea on my part. Big accident. But today we're going to make sure that that's all fixed and I'm ready to go. So it's mountain biking time. Made it to the park, ready to go and do this. I gotta change. I'm gonna put on my socks and sneakers because I'm in flip-flops. I drive here in flip-flops, but so when I leave out of here, I can leave more comfortably. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my bike shoes on, which are clipped in. It gives me better pedaling ability. And that's about it. Whoops. Gotta always make sure your bike is secure. A lot of people just use these little cheap little locks. And that's how they get their bike stolen. I use that combined with a U-lock to hopefully prevent someone. They're not going to prevent it, but hopefully prevent them from stealing it. Plus I have insurance on my bike. When you have an expensive bike, you need to get insurance. Now I'm gonna go put on the shoes, see my messy car. I got a bunch of stuff in there. Damn it. I should have locked it. You know, never fails. Probably thought it fell, right? Anyway, there's the messy car. I got a bunch of stuff in there. Tools, my bike shoes, stuff from a camping trip that I gotta bring back to the trailer, seats from when I wanna sit down, and my socks. My socks are not in my pocket. Shoot! My socks are in the car. There we go. Got the socks in the car. And time to get dressed, time to put the socks on. Time to get up in them trails, because it is nice out today. Perfect weather, it's not that hot. It's gonna be humid when I get in there though. Alright, so somebody asked, do I have a GoPro and how do I video? I do put a GoPro on the top of my head sometimes, so that way I can see the entire trail, and it kind of looks like, gives you that feeling like I'm flying through the trail. Well, look at all the water that just came out. But then I have the chest mount, which is this one. This one gives you the view where you see my handlebars, okay, and you see me struggling and shifting. I like that view much better because you see the front of the bike, but you see the entire trail. So that's one of the views that I use when I ride. I find that to be by far one of the best. I enjoy it because you get to see me shift. You get to see my, I like to call it my cockpit, okay, because that's where all my controls are. And one of the best things about it is, I don't know, it's just easier. You know, I don't have to worry about if I fall over and my head gets stuck that I snap my neck. This is just on my chest. What's the worst that happens? Breaks my sternum? I don't know. But either way, so you know, yes, there's a GoPro there, and that's how I video. That's one of the, I think that's one of the, now I can put it on my handlebars. My next view is going to be from behind, where I'm going to put it on the back of my seat post, and you'll see the trails behind me. So I'm going to do that the next time I come out here. Not today, I'm done. I had a very good ride. I zipped through everything really quick. I did one lap, which was good, so that was a good 4 miles. But it's kind of boring when you ride by yourself. I like to really ride with people, because riding by yourself just has you going in a mundane fashion, and you're just kind of cheering yourself on. It's not fun. Trails are definitely fun to do in groups of people. Okay? Definitely. Best way to do a trail ride. So I'm coming more and more to the realization that I need a drone. I need a drone because I'm doing some great stuff and you're seeing it from the front. I need a drone to follow me from the top so you can see where I'm going. It's my next investment. I gotta gradually save for it. Unless those want to go and donate to this cause and get me a drone, but it's too early, too soon. I'll do it on my own. I can do it on my own. After this cruise, that's what we'll have to do. But I definitely need a drone because I have some areas here that need some footage. I mean, this is some great scenery.